Thank you to all of our family and friends taking the trip to join us on this occasion. Thanks, Deepak and Mamta, for your hospitality. I want to take a moment to acknowledge my gorgeous wife, Rekha, for raising such amazing young men. However, most of the hard work goes to me, right, Rekha? Oops, sorry, wrong number. By the way, the second hidden gem has declared for the draft and is available for the grabs. Vivek and Damini, I want you both to know that I'm honored to be a part of your life. I'm so happy that you have found each other. It seems just the other day that Vivek was born. It so happened that I was an OB/GYN resident. I had just come back from work when Rekha went into labor. Even though I had delivered a lot of babies by then, it was happening to my wife, so I was a little bit anxious as well as excited. We went to the triage at Long Island Jewish Hospital, quite a busy place, as everyone knows, who are from that area. It took a while. There, as we all know, labor and delivery room can become a chaotic place. It took a while before Rekha was admitted. By then, the fetal monitor started showing deep variable lacerations, meaning the baby's heart rate was showing some stress. I was getting stressed out and anxious. And with all this in mind, a lot of things were going in my head. As if he knew then how the two of us must be feeling, he decided it was time to get out. So he came out screaming and followed with a nice big smile. With all of this drama on day one, I was wondering what is in store for us going. However, apart from driving with Suswat, looking for a suppository on a Thanksgiving Day 3 weeks later, it's been a smooth ride since then. We have seen him grow into the man he is today, handsome, intelligent, kind, caring, just a wonderful human being. Yes. Above all, he carries himself with humility. We are blessed to have him as our son. I have no doubt that he'll be an incredible partner to Damini. We had met Damini briefly before the kuch hota hai stuff had started between the two. But I will never forget first time when Vivek brought Damini home to visit us. She was very respectful, of course, but became very comfortable and fit right in with us despite our quirks. She is down to earth, easygoing, kind, caring, and gracious person. It was clear from that moment and seeing how they acted together under the stress of meeting the parents that they were meant for each other. We are lucky that you have become a part of our family. Your love and care for my son is so clearly evident, and it brings us all so much joy to see the two of you together. So Vivek, we want you to know that we are proud of the man you have become. We couldn't have asked for any better wife for our son, and the daughter that we always wanted. Damini ji, you are now BV, Beti for us, and Badi Behan for the Jasani minions. We want to thank Mamtaji and Deepak for having done such an awesome job raising such a wonderful daughter. We, we welcome you and all your family with open arms to join our one big family. We are all looking forward to many more happy memories together. Of course, one piece of advice to you both. Marriage is not just about love, it is also about partnership. I hope Vivek and Damini, you respect each other and support each other through Kabhi Khushi, Kabhi Gham, as you embark on this journey together. We wish you all the happiness in the world, and may your love for each other grow stronger each and every year. And may your marriage be filled with love, laughter, endless adventures, and of course, many beautiful babies. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, beloved friends and family, as Damini's parents, we are so excited to gather here today to celebrate Damini and Vivek's wedding on October 14, 2023, the day of the solar eclipse. We are witnessing the dawn of a new, profoundly meaningful chapter in their journey. As Damini's parents, we are so proud and nostalgic on this day. We can still vividly recall young, precocious Damini, who at such an early age had an infectious zest for life and food, displayed natural leadership, and had charisma that warmed our hearts. I feel we share a special bond that was strengthened by the countless hours we spent together at soccer games, basketball matches, Bollywood dancing competitions, and navigating the intricacies of college and medical school admissions. She was always open to critical feedback, which I was very good at, and used it to transform herself toward the perfection she tries to achieve in everything she does. Damini truly is a beautiful blend of her mother, Mamta, and me. From me, she has inherited the good looks and a strong love for spicy food and engineering problem-solving abilities. From her mom, she has inherited her caring nature, her dancing skills, and creativity. What we are most proud of about her in her ability is to take on and conquer any challenges she encounters, and we consider ourselves extraordinarily fortunate to have her as our daughter. We will reserve another day to talk about the bad habits that she surely had picked us from both of us. In Vivek, Damini has found the perfect life partner, and we couldn't be more excited about her choice. Vivek is such a loving, intelligent, humble, and compassionate individual, and his shared passion for food and technology has brought us closer over the last 6 years. Mamta and I affectionately refer to him as our living encyclopedia. We couldn't be happier to have Vivek join our family as our son. Welcome to the family, Vivek. Today we celebrate not just the love between Damini and Vivek, but also the harmonious blending of the two families who have embraced each other with open hearts. Our gratitude extends to Hitendra, Rekha, and Vishal Hansalia for warmly welcoming Damini into their family. Thank you. Damini and Vivek, as you embark on this journey together, may your love continue to grow together with each passing day. Your life as partners has just begun, and we have every confidence that you will continue to inspire and uplift each other. Thank you. We offer special thanks to Hansalia family for their partnership in planning all the wedding events. This process has not only been seamless, but has been deepened the bonds within our families. We also express our gratitude to Menka Sid and all family and friends who tirelessly work to make this day truly special. Thank you, everybody. To our guests, we wish to thank those who have traveled from distant places, including India, England, Canada, Dubai, and various parts of USA to be here with us. Your presence adds tremendous joy to this celebration, and your love and blessings are deeply cherished. Thank you all. Congratulations on your wedding, Damini and Vivek. Here is to a future filled with love, success, and happiness. Cheers, everybody. Thank you.
Hi. So I'm Vishal, Vivek's younger brother, and not his best man, which it didn't hurt my feelings or anything, but we move on, right? I am truly amazed to look and see how much of my side of the family has come out on this special day. It is remarkable. Especially considering how we are a predominantly East Coast family, all right? Not a lot of us beyond St. Louis, all right? Really goes to show how far we as a family are willing to go when we hear the words, open bar. How would I describe Vivek? I feel like that's the goal of my speech, right? You know, half of this room has never actually, really hasn't met Vivek that many times, you know, and now he's a member of their family. You know, you guys are accepting this guy, but you don't know anything about him, all right? It seems only fair you guys get a little bit more information on who this guy is. And it seems I believe that I am one of the few qualified to do this job. So, if you're gonna remember one thing I say, remember this. Vivek is a weirdo, all right? It's not a word a lot of people associate with my brother. It's not a side of him that he shows often. He doesn't show to a lot of people. What he shows is his doctor side, as I could call it, right? The professional, kind, polite, responsible side. But let me tell you, all right? He is a weirdo, all right? Big old weirdo. You know, there's maybe one other person he shows that side to more than he does with me, all right? So and a lot of my cousins know what I'm talking about, from the funny faces and voices we do to each other to a lot of the exaggerated like observations about people we've never met or like have ever like seen, you know, that we say to each other randomly. Like me and my brother have this way of interacting with each other that'll just make both of us just start laughing, and then everyone around us kind of looking at us like we're insane. Like seriously, the only person that laughs at Vivek's jokes more than I do is Vivek, all right? And it's funny, when I was actually thinking about what I was gonna say for this speech, it was like, I remembered, you know, like, it's always been like that for us, like, between me and him, ever since we were growing up. One of the things I remember we used to play a lot was 1v1 football on our front lawn, right? And Vivek is 5 years older than me, all right? And this is like, I'm 8 and he's 13, like, partway through puberty, much taller, much stronger, much faster than I am. So, to make it fair, Vivek would play on his knees, right? A normal, good, big brother thing to do, no doubt about it. But, because he's a weirdo, all right, he decided that he'd take on a whole new persona for when he was on his knees. I kid you not. And he named it Midget Jones. All right? Seriously. And not only did he give him a new name, he would use a different voice that sounded like this. And every time he would have the ball, when he would be like full sprinting at me on his knees, screaming as loud as he could in that voice, all right? Like, he was like charging in a battle in Braveheart. It was like, it's amazing. I can't, like, it is so weird, all right? But I can only imagine what my neighbors thought of me and my brother in those moments, you know? And yet, the thing I really remember, even like when we were growing up, we were pretty competitive with each other, but every time we played football, and we played a lot of football together, it would always end like 20 minutes later, both of us on our lawn, just like laughing, tears coming down our face, like totally out of breath, just with big old smiles on our face, right? And that was what most of my memories from my childhood were with Vivek. And it's why when I call him a weirdo, I mean it as a compliment, not an insult, right? Because my brother is weird, but because that weird nature gives him one of the funniest, most creative personalities I know, that allows him to see and and have a different perspective on things and say stuff that always puts a smile on your face. He has the ability to just make your day a little bit better. Not by doing anything big, but just the small moments that you don't really notice, and just over the day you look back and you're just like, it was a little bit better day than I realized. Yeah. It's a little long. It's a long speech. I'm sorry. I still remember the first time Vivek told me about Damini. Ooh, let me tell you. So, we were in Vivek's old apartment in St. Louis, and as we won't admit, but we quite often do, we were sharing a bed together. And Vivek told me that he liked this girl, and he was thinking about asking her out. I immediately replied, was it that Indian girl? Referring to Damini at the time, but having completely forgotten her name. So, and my brother said no, but how did I know it was Damini? Did I snoop through his phone, or go through his Venmo transaction history like my cousin Priya did? No. Or maybe earlier that evening, my brother brought some of his friends out to dinner, one of them being Damini, who, up to that point, and I kid you not, was the only girl he ever showed my parents. All right? You might as well have just put in Sharpie, I like her, on her forehead. It could not have been more obvious. And believe me, it was obvious. When he told my parents the first time, 10 months later, about Damini officially, first two things my mom said, I knew it. Was it that Punjabi girl we met? Oh, man. And I think a couple months after he actually told my parents. I think it was about a year into their relationship was the first time I met Damini. And I was very curious at who this girl was. Up to that point, my brother had said nothing negative about every time I'd ask him about her. He never said anything bad. Could never say anything he didn't like about her. Which, if you know Vivek, he finds things to say, all right? So I was so curious at who this girl was, who this perfect girl in Vivek's mind was. And then I met her, and then I understood. I got it. Because Damini is funny, kind, incredibly smart, smarter than Vivek, and a million other things I can go into. But most importantly, at her core, she is a weirdo too! Oh my goodness! Woo! It is a blessing to see that. All the stuff me and Vivek do with each other, she does with him, okay? Funny faces, funny voices. They'll say three things to each other and then both burst out laughing, and then I will be sitting there what is wrong with these two? The only other person that does that in our family is my mom and her sister, okay? They're the same. It's so funny to see. And when I found out that that's who Damini was, and I was truly happy and relieved, okay? The way I saw my brother talking, how they interacted with each other, even that first time when I knew she was worried about everything she was saying, and because it's feeding me the first family member from Vivek's side, I knew this was something special, because Vivek found somebody he was comfortable enough to be the version of himself that made me laugh all the time, the one that I know and I know is the best version of him. And Damini's weird enough to love him for it. All right? It's been truly amazing to see how happy they've made each other over the last couple years. And it's one of the things, and it's also why I was never surprised when a year after I'd met her, Vivek admitted to me that he was planning on marrying her. Granted, it took like 4 years from that day, but you know, who has 4 extra years in their life, I guess, right? But it also makes me incredibly I'm excited to see like what the future holds for them. But I know for sure that they will continue to make each other happy and give each other big, goofy smiles to have always across their face. And it gives me great pride and joy to finally congratulate my brother, Vivek, and officially my sister, Damini. Last names redacted. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Just like my parents, I want to thank everyone for being here today. I really feel the love in the room and the happiness in the air, and that's all I want as, Damini's sister, so I really appreciate that. All right, now that I got that out of the way, I just want to preface that my speech won't be about me, myself, and how perfect we are, and how Vivek is just so lucky to have us in his life. I just want to talk a little bit about the both of them and my sister. Giving you a little snapshot about my sister. I apologize for my voice. I sang too much yesterday. She was always the golden child, and I love her so much for it. As a kid, she was always so perfect, so polite. Yeah. And she would eat everything that she was given. She would also dance when she was told, sing, and she also got into every single school that she applied to. Yeah, thanks, okay. She was taking spots from Indian children all around the country. It was a rough time for all of us. But fast forwarding to my sister's white coat, I am a little bit of a crazy sister, so I was like, the time's ticking. I got to find someone good for my sister. It has to be a nice Indian boy from a really nice family, I searched far and wide, checked Facebook, nobody was available. And truly, as our dance showed, I spotted Vivek crossing the stage, and I was like, this is a handsome guy. Everything was smooth and sailing after that. It's like, the first time Vivek came to meet me and my parents, I grilled him so hard. I almost got his credit card number. But soon after, I found out how much of a golden heart he has. He even gave me all the money, even though I didn't even have the shoes today. So, love this guy. But really, truly, he's helped me with everything. My personal statement for dental school, for residency, he helped me with that. He's also came to Colorado and spent time with me and gave me advice on what kind of jackets I should get in the winter, and he bought me one. So I'm excited to wear that. But I truly found a long-lost brother in Vivek. To Damini and Vivek. I actually never called her Damini before, sorry. To Didi and Vivek. It's a respect thing. Actually, funny story about that, sorry. So a few years ago, when I was introducing my sister to my friends, I was like, this is Damini. She looked at me and she's like, it's Didi for you. So, anyway, sorry. To Didi and Vivek, thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for your late night dances, nasty comments, and amazing food. I'm so lucky to have the both of you in my life, and I wish you all the best and happiness in the world. Thank you.
You guys already heard from us a lot earlier from the Vows, so we're just going to keep this really short. So I will hand it off.
Vivek and I are so thankful to all of the family and friends who have traveled so far and wide, like my dad mentioned, to be here and celebrate this week with us. Thank you so much, everyone. We feel so incredibly lucky to have all of our favorite people here to celebrate up with us in this one room, coming from everywhere. And I think it's a really remarkable moment, and we're just trying to take it all in. This is really the official merging of both of our families. Though we have kind of been welcomed by both of our respective new moms and dads for the last many years. I'm pretty excited about my new chota bhai / bhajia.
And I'm super excited about my younger sister / grandma. So we're also super grateful for everyone who helped us plan and execute this event, to our moms, who are the real masterminds behind the entire operation, and our dads, who were there. I'm just kidding. Helped curate the spiffiest outfits for everyone, and the best deals on said outfits, and the most delicious food. There you go. We're so appreciative to our siblings, Vishal, Menka, Sid, and our close family and friends who helped with many, many, many things behind the scenes, and were always willing to help lend a hand. So I thank every single one of you. If I said everyone's name, I'd be here super late, and I would be betraying what we had discussed earlier. So,
And a special thanks to all of the family and friends who performed at all of our events so far. We were totally blown away by all of your performances, and we really appreciate the time and effort it takes to choreograph and practice, especially as I demonstrated earlier, it could be hazardous. We are so flattered and humbled that you did that for us this weekend.
and also want to throw some shout outs to the whole team here. We're going to start with Manu, our wonderful wedding planner and family friend. We dragged her out of retirement to guide us through all of this. We couldn't have done it without you.
She helped navigate our very challenging schedule to make a lot of meetings happen, so we really appreciate all of that. We wanted to thank Travis and Christian, who really helped us capture all of these beautiful moments.
And also to DJ Salim, who helped us dance the night away once and twice, so, you know.
And we wanted to thank Sakun for making the food taste as good as the wedding has looked and sounded so far.
And finally, we want to thank the fine folks at Casa here and the folks over yesterday at Shannon for giving us these great venues, and all the people that helped decorate it, the ACL design folks and the Royal Events folks. So really, that's all the shout outs I have.
We hope that you all enjoy the rest of the night and have safe travels home. More food and more dancing.
Yes.